Hi everyone, Sumit Chandra this side, and I welcome you to our channel Solution Bridge Network and one-stop solution for all your Power Platform tutorials. In this video, we are going to explore the robust features of Power Query, a program that has transformed data processing and analysis. We use Power Query Editor to connect to one or many data sources, shape and transform the data to meet our needs. Then load that model into Power BI Desktop. Let me open Power BI Desktop and we will discuss some useful and powerful features of Power Query. On the screen, you are seeing a blank report. We don't have any data as of now. You can see on the data section, there is no table connected with that particular report. First, we'll connect with the data source. Power BI allows us to connect with various kind of data sources. Here, we'll connect with one Excel file and see some practical example how we can leverage the features of Power Query Editor and learn some basic and important elements of Power Query Editor. Let me connect with the data source first. To connect with the data source, we can click here, import data from Excel. If we want to connect with the SQL server, you need to click here. You can connect with the data source from get data section as well. Here you can see the various kind of data sources, and if you click on more, you will get the entire list in several categories. Now let me click on Excel workbook and click on connect. For the demonstration purpose, I select Global Superstore data. Let's click on open. Once you click on open, you will landed a separate screen. In the left side, you can see the available tables. So once you click here, you will get the preview of the data sets. We need to click here, then these two options will enable load and transform. So let me click on transform data. Once you click on transform data, you will landed on the Power Query Editor. You can see now we are on Power Query Editor. On the top section, we have several tabs and ribbons. In Home tab, we have several options. In Transforms, we have some other options. There is another tab called Add Column, View, Tools, and Help. So these are the different tabs, and each tab holds some important features that we will use in Power Query Editor. In the left hand side, you can see the list of queries or table. As we connected with Global Superstore table, so you can see one queries as of now. If you connected with multiple sources, you will get several queries here. In the middle section, here you can see the preview of your data. And on the right side screen, it's query setting. Here you can see the applied steps. Whatever steps will applied, you can see those here. In the status bar, you can see we have total 24 columns and 999 plus rows. Column profiling based on top 1000 rows. By default, Power Query show top 1000 rows. If you wanted to change it, you need to click here and you can select column profiling based on entire data sets. As of now, we didn't apply any steps or we didn't perform anything here. We just connected with the Excel data and 4 steps automatically applied by system. You can see the first step is source, and on each step there is a gear icon. So if you click here, you can change your source. So for example, you wanted to change the source, you can click on browse and you can select others file as well. At any given point of time, if you wanted to change the source, you can perform it from here. The next step is navigation. Here you can see we have column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and the column headers are in row number 1. Then we have another step, that is promoted headers. So Power Query Editor automatically promotes the headers, but many times when you connected with the data sources, you get column headers like column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. That time you wanted to promote your first row as headers. So that time you need to click this option, use first row as headers. So once you click on that option, promoted headers step will applied. At last, we have change type. So in promoted headers, you can see row ID. Here it's written ABC and 123. So it means it may be text or number, but we need to specify the data type as well. Here in change type, Power BI automatically detect the data type. Here row ID converted into phone number 123. Order ID is converted into text. So that's why you can see ABC. Order date automatically converted into dates. That's why you can see this calendar icon here. You can change those as well. So for example, this row ID we wanted to change as text instead of phone number. So you need to select that particular column, and again here in home tab we have data type. From that data type you can select the data type that you want for that particular column. So for example, here we wanted to convert it into text. Here you need to select it text. So once you select it in text, it will ask that you wanted to replace the current step or you wanted to add a new step. Let's click on add a new step. As I clicked on add a new step, it's added a new step and the step name is change type 1. If you want, you can rename this as well. To rename the step, you need to right click on this or you need to double click on it and you need to rename it. So let's rename it. In any applied steps, if you wanted to give any additional information so that later on if some other developer or other users can come here, they can read your notes and they can understand what steps you are applied or what are the logic to apply those steps. To incorporate this, you can right click on any steps, then click on properties. In properties, you can change the name of the step, and in description, you can write anything. So let's write row ID as text. Click on OK. Whatever you will write, so if you mention anything, you will get this exclamation sign, and whenever if someone hover on that particular icon, they can read that description if they wanted to do any modification or changes later on your query, or it may help you as well in later stage. In Power Query Editor, as of now, we have loaded all the columns. It is always a good idea to remove the columns which you not want to use for that particular report. It will help you to reduce the size of your data model and it will help you to optimize your report as well. So for example, we don't require this postal code column and subcategory column. We may want to remove 3, 4, 5 columns from here. So normally what we do, we need to select that column that we wanted to remove. So for example, if you wanted to remove the zip code, then you need to find the postal code or zip code, then you need to right click and remove this column from here. Or you may select your columns and from here you can remove this column, or you may select multiple columns and click on remove other columns. So it will keep those selected columns and remove all the other columns. But if you wanted to delete multiple columns, then you perform this step multiple times and you have multiple applied steps as well for each and every action. To do this quickly and easily, even you can see that to find out this column, we need to scroll from left to right, then only we are able to find this column. So one easiest option is here. There is an option called choose column. So from choose column, we'll get two options: choose columns and go to columns. Go to columns will help you to move to any columns. It's a kind of find features. You can move any column very quickly without scrolling from right to left or left to right. You need to click on go to column, then it will populate all columns that are available for that particular tables. For example, you need to go to sales column. From here, you just need to select sales and click on OK. Here, you can sort these columns name as well. So here, A to Z and Z to A option is available. So it's sorted by natural order. You can sort it by name as well. You can see now our column name is sorted. You can select any column and click on OK, and you will landed on that particular column. To remove multiple columns at once, you need to go to choose columns. Here also you will get all the columns names. So you just need to unselect the column name which you wanted to delete. So for example, I need to delete postal code, market, subcategory. So I just uncheck and click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can see that the selected columns has been removed from here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, hit the like button and press the bell icon for the new video alerts.